You just finished training. How was it?
Yeah,
All good. Had Lockie got through it okay?
yeah, really good. Lockie's travelling fine. I think he fell on his shoulder on Tuesday, but he should be right to go by Saturday. He trained really well, and we're all pretty up and about at the moment, and ready to kick in on Saturday.
You know, it's well documented how your last two games have gone. So what's the feeling?
Yeah, it was a pretty disappointing 2 weeks, the last couple of weeks, and also dropping out of the top four. But now we've got a real point to prove, and we obviously want to get back in the top four, and so we got a lot to play for in the next couple of weeks, and so we're ready to go.
So have you addressed it or ignored it, or how have you approached it?
Yeah, we've addressed it the last couple of weeks. We had a pretty big meeting after the Richmond game, and we realised that most of the mistakes are fixable. We gave away a lot of opportunities, and they went down the other end and scored. So we can fix it, and we can get back to playing our best footy. We just got to do that in the next couple of weeks.
Just one more from me, but talk about playing best footy. You're a breakout year this year, and congratulations to you. But you've got to keep doing what you're doing, isn't it? You can't rest on your laurels.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that I've been able to have the impact I have this year, but I've still got a lot of improvement left in me, and I'm going to keep working on my craft and trying to get better. So.
The last game against your Suns too, big win. You weren't need to kick after the siren. Would be a lot closer this time around than your last game against the Suns.
Yeah, probably. They've got some players that are in really good form, like Took, and their team as a whole are in some pretty good form at the moment. I think they've won two of their last three. It's going to be a really, really strong contest, and it's always a strong contest against the Coast. We're going to be ready.
How do you stop someone like Took in such good form as well? He's the main focus going in.
Yeah, well, we probably won't do a roll on him, but we've got to notice him as a player, and we've got things in place to make sure he doesn't have the effect that he usually does. We won't necessarily go with a tagging role or anything like that.
And it's nice being home in Brisbane again too after the disrupted thing.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been away for a fair bit, so it's really good to get back to Brisbane. We love playing at the Gather. A lot of the boys thrive off the energy the crowd brings, so we're stoked to be back.
Suns haven't quite got the results, but they've been very improved since you played them. What have they changed? What have you seen from them the last few weeks?
The last few weeks, I guess, like I said, with Took, he's really stepped up his game this year, and he's making a real impact on their team. And they got some young blokes that are standing up as well. So across the board, they've just gotten better. So.
A couple of other injury concerns in the team. What are you hearing some of the other boys? A couple of other injury concerns in the team. You're hearing some guys aren't yet?
Yeah. So Marcus obviously out, and Hippie. But we've shown earlier in the year that we can have players. We've got a lot of depth, and we have players that come in and just get their role done for the team, which has been pleasing. And I guess it's no difference with the two going out. We can bring other people in like Tom Fullerton, and Ryan Lester, who are able to do jobs for us.
You mentioned before about things that are fixable. Some of the things where you made mistakes. But were any of them sort of upstairs, as in mental sort of stuff? Any addresses along those lines?
I guess on field, when you do make a mistake, you can sort of get down about it. But I think for us, it's just about switching on after making a mistake, just getting back and focusing on what your role is for the team. I think, like I said, some people can get down, but for us, we're really going to try and work on just snapping and making sure we're ready to go.
Are the guys worried about this 4 lapse? Are they starting to think, because you must be wondering what's gone wrong? Or?
We're not starting to worry. We know our best footy stands up against any team, and we've shown that through our consistency over the last 2 years that we can match it with all the teams. So I don't think we're worried too much with a 2-game loss. We just need to, like I said, make sure we get back to playing some of our best footy this week.
Zac, I know that it was early in the season, but when you've lost, I think, what's the name, 2 in a row at the start of the season or early on, did you have a similar meeting that you've had now in terms of getting back on track, or is there any sort of thing the same that you might have to do then that you're going to do now?
Yeah. I don't think we were too worried at the start. It was a disappointing start to the season, but we were able to get it back on track. And like I said, we've been one of the most consistent sides over the last 2 years, so we weren't too worried at that stage. But we obviously did have to take note of it and make some changes, and we did. And we obviously went on a pretty good winning streak. So we just, like I said, need to get back to playing good footy.
Zac, can you talk to me about the role of travel and how that kind of impacts the team's performance? Most of your wins statistically have come from home games, so was there a bit of like sigh of relief when you got the unexpected home game, and how does that travel and movement work with the team?
Yeah, well, we're obviously excited that we're back at the Gabba, but we've spoken heavily on being able to win at any time, any place, anywhere, especially with these times with COVID and the unpredictability of the schedule. You have to be able to do that. So we've had a big focus on that, and even though most of our wins have come from home, we still adopt that mindset and try and win wherever we are, no excuses.
Do you think maybe the loss of that say, maybe not lack of performance, do you think that's come from the inconsistency of, like, the travel plans change so quickly? Has that been a bit of disruption in the club?
It's obviously a bit of disruption, yeah, but like I said, we've adopted that mindset of anytime, anywhere, and we don't make any excuses because of the travel or anything like that.
Zac, is the top 4 spot enough? Like now that with like sort of what's happened, or are you still aiming for like a top 2 spot?
Well, we believe we can go all the way from anywhere in the 8. We don't feel like we need to be in the top 4 to go all the way. We feel like I said, we've been able to match it with. We've been able to be consistent over the last 2 years and match it with the best team. So we don't feel like being in the bottom 4 is going to have any effect on that. But we're obviously going to strive to get to top 2 if we can. But we feel like we can win it from anywhere.
And just finally, too, with Footy Clash being such a big clash for everyone as well, what's more motivation going at getting back into the 4 or a QClash game against the Suns? With the obviously QClash being such a big clash, but still top 4, which one's the bigger, going into the weekend, what's the bigger motivation? Winning a QClash and sort of getting one over the Suns for the fans, or a top 4 spot?
Well, both, I guess. We're striving to be in the top 4 and go all the way, but winning at home is really important for us, and we've managed to make the Gabba a fortress for us over the last couple of years, so we obviously want to maintain that and keep winning at the Gabba, so this weekend's really important for us.